Let me plug in some headphones here, and we will try to make this work. All right. What a day. What a day. What a great day. How's that? Do I sound okay? Am I too loud? Am I too soft? Am I too, do I talk in halting, abrupt screeches that upset your ears? I don't want to talk like that. I don't want to talk like that at all. Let me turn this down. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. How many people we got in here? 119. That's a lot of people. We have 119 people. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm doing an interview right now. I'm halfway through an interview. Uh, oh, no can't hear. I'm a little soft. I'm a little soft. Okay. I don't hear that too often. Hi. Hi, everyone. Turn up, please. I don't know how to turn up. It's too quiet. Too loud. You guys are just messing with me. You are silly. How are you? Let's see. Let's see what you're all saying in here. Didn't we hit 200,000 recently? Yeah, I think we hit it this morning. When did we hit 200,000? We might have hit it last night. I can't even remember now. Like, this all just happened so quickly. And it's growing out of control. And people are being very supportive, very kind. I appreciate it. I want this comic book to be seen. Oh, 19 hours ago, we hit 200,000. So it wasn't this morning. It was yesterday. It was yesterday. Let's see what's going on. Tim Soil is a cock, says Bonerman. Robbie Bop Bop, someone mentioned you on Owen Benjamin's live stream today, and said you guys should talk. Both of you went through the same thing. Yeah, a lot of people talk to me about Owen Benjamin. I think I watched one of his videos, and I haven't watched too many more. But people tell me about him all the time, and people are always saying, hey, the two of you should get together and collaborate. Well, I mean, we'd have to meet. Justin Paris, thanks for $5. Have you been noticing what's happening to the eBay price of original, the Hall of Heroes Cyberfrog #1? Last I looked, they were crazy. They were at like $250, which is insane. Let's look again. I mean, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, 150 here for a copy. They're all gone. Okay, there's one for $89.99. That's not bad. $90 is great. Two of them, 1 and 2 for $109. Here is look at this. Amphibionics one shot. This is Suck. We read this. $200. Those are kind of hard to get. I've got a couple of those. Censored Page. That's hard to get. You had to mail away for that. Suddenly there are a lot of Cyberfrog books up. I'm really glad to see that. People were asking, where can I get them? Where can I get them? I know they're around. But they got bought out at one point, and so people had to kind of be told, hey, get your Cyberfrog books up there. So it looks like the Harris books are averaging around $20 a piece. It's too high. But they're being graded. It's funny to see a book that came out in the 1990s like being graded as like very fine. It doesn't seem like that long ago. It seems like the books would all be in like mint condition. But evidently no. They're doing good. They're doing pretty good. I'm excited to see that. Let's see. Ethan, I can't hear anything. LOL. Quiet as a mouse. You guys are just messing with me. I know it by now. I figured you guys out. Looking Jack Baby. Thank you so much. Cyberfrog. Let's see. All I hear is breathing. Come on. Yeah. Battlefield 5 is doing the same shit as Star Wars, calling fans man babies. I'm telling you, this is all, you guys go, why? Why is this happening? It's all SJWs. Yeah, it's like, people are like, what's going on? Why is the world turning into this? It's social justice warriors. This is what they do. They have a playbook. They always act the same, and it's incredible. And they'll do something that they know you know, when they put a woman in Battlefield 5 in the trailer and everything, and I guess she's missing an arm or something like that, when they did that, they knew it would bother you. They knew it would bother you because they know that. That's why they do this. So they know it's going to bother you. They know it's going to annoy you. And then when you tell them that you're annoyed, then they get to call you names. And then you don't buy it. And then they call you more names. And, you know, they talk about how you're toxic and all these things. That is indeed how it works in comics. And that is how it works in Star Wars. And that is going to be how it works for Battlefield 5. Has anybody bought it? Jeff Pearson, thanks for $1.99. I love you, Uncle E. I love you too. Thank you. Um, yeah, Victoria Pagic. Hi, hello. Um, Still have hangover from last night, says Doug34. Wow, yeah. Um, you should interview each other using only songs. So I guess Owen Benjamin plays piano too. I think that's pretty neat. He writes little songs. Okay. Taco Twister, thanks for $2. Harambe commemoration poster stretch goal when? Good question. Good question. We're on our way, by the way. Our next stretch goal is $250,000. At which point, $10,000 is going straight into the pocket of our dear Kyle Ritter, who is the colorist. He's doing a great job. Today, I scanned all of the pages from Cyberfrog Amphibionics #1 Ashcan, and I sent them over to him. I said, clean these up. I want you to fix a couple of things. There was one page where, because in the old days, they used to actually place paper stickers down as word balloons. Like you would draw a word balloon on this kind of pad of sticker, and then you'd cut it out with a Sharpie knife, and then you'd have to stick it down on the original art. There was one page in which the arrow bent up while it was being copied and over the dialogue. So the arrow wasn't there from the word balloon, but you can see the outline of the arrow covering up some of the lettering. And I said to Kyle, can you fix this? Boom. Yeah, no problem. Fixed it right away. Fixed it right away. Didn't complain. Just got it done. I absolutely adore working with Kyle Ritter. He is fantastic. Dick's out for Dixon and Harambe. Dick's out for any reason. I mean, but those are two good reasons. Those are two good reasons. Dick's out for Dixon and Dick's out for Harambe. I don't know if Chuck Dixon knows about Dick's out for Dixon. I don't know if he likes it. He might think that it's making fun of him. It's not making fun of him at all. Like I have to teach them about memes and how Dick's out is like a salute. It's a salute, and people should be proud of that. Michael Finn, thanks for $5. Hashtag go get daddy's belt. Yeah, Father's Day is in 2 days. I hope you guys managed to get your dad a Get Daddy's Belt t-shirt. I think they'd really appreciate it. I was wearing mine earlier, but now I'm wearing a Suelo t-shirt. Yeah, because I was holding Ava, and Ava had chocolate all over her fingers, so she got it all over my shirt, and I had to change. But that's okay, because I will wash my Go Get Daddy's Belt t-shirt, and it won't shrink. It'll be perfectly awesome. They're great shirts. GRP Poll, thanks for Canadian $5. EVS, I'm currently out for food. I hope you are on for a while. CX. I don't know what CX means. Yeah, I'll hang out for a little while. I'll hang out. You're doing the will of the force, Uncle Ethan. Oh, thank you. All right, so look. They out there hating. This is my new tweet. I love this. I love talking like I'm 19 years old. They out there hating while we over here making $210,000 in 2 weeks by being solicitous. What does solicitous mean? Solicitous means listening to the concerns of, okay, and kind to the fan base. So in other words, how do you make money in comics right now? How do you make money in anything? How would you fix Star Wars? How would you fix Star Wars right now? It might help if you actually listen to what the fans were saying. And et cetera, et cetera. Everyone's getting mad at these tweets. They're very funny. Chuck Wendig here. I mean, my God. Chuck Wendig is still trying to cope with the reality that he was on Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Let me fix this here. It was hard. I think it was hard on him. I didn't mean to be hard on him at all. Wait a second. Yeah, I didn't mean to cause him trouble, but he's been talking about it ever since. And he's very, very angry. These guys all hate Donald Trump. And here's what he says. He says, it all comes from a poisoned, septic. These are all good words. These are better words than toxic. I would like to see this more. But he will get to toxic. It's just that, he pulled out as thesaurus. Thesaurus. Damn it. When you talk so much, sometimes you trip over words. It all comes from a poisoned septic thesaurus for toxic wellspring. And of course, we know what the wellspring is. What is it, Chuck? Chuck, what is it with the soil and grin? What is it? Sing it with me. I can't believe men talk like this. I can't believe men talk like this. This isn't how men are supposed to behave. Men are not supposed to behave like this. And there's so many people in this hobby, so many people in comics that do behave like this. And men didn't used to behave like this. Go watch Mad Men. Go watch Mad Men and see if men spoke like this in the 1960s. You don't have to watch Mad Men. You can watch anything. Just see the way men behaved before this generation, this cucked out generation. Sing it with me. Toxic masculinity. How can a man say toxic masculinity? How you cucked out? You fucking soy boy. How can you talk about toxic masculinity as a man? How can you do now? If feminists want to say that nonsense, at least it makes sense. I mean, they're trying to get ahead in the world. Feminists, third wave feminists have every reason. Their agenda relies on a concept like toxic masculinity. This is toxic phone stand today. Let me get this a little closer. Let's see if I can get this just the way I want it to be. I mean, that is like craziness. All right. Yeah, a man just admitting that there's something called toxic masculinity is pretty. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty cucked out. It is the definition. It is the definition of cuckery. If you want to know what cuckery is, being a man and speaking words of a feminist, nonsense words like patriarchy, unless it is to salute the patriarchy, which is what I do. I do tend to salute the patriarchy. It's funny. Okay, so it's toxic masculinity, and what else? It is abusive white privilege. Toxic masculinity and abusive white privilege in parentheses. And I don't know how we heal those waters. But I know we don't do it by staying quiet and polite, so again, fuck Trump. I can't. Fuck Trump. Yeah, Trump is the cause of all of this. Trump is the cause of all of the problems that exist in your head. If it weren't for Trump, everything would be fine. If it weren't for President Donald Trump, you guys would be healthy, adequate men. You would be productive. You'd probably be kind to your fan base. You'd be smart. And you'd probably be writing good, successful Star Wars novels. But we don't do any of that by staying quiet and polite. So, fuck Trump. We don't write good Star Wars novels by staying quiet and polite. How do we heal those waters? How do we heal the septic wellspring? How do we heal a septic wellspring? I don't know. All I know is that it's turning the frogs gay, and I'm sick of it. It's turning the friggin' frogs gay. Except for one of them. One frog who is a hero. And that frog is Trick Ron, also known as Cyberfrog. Cyberfrog is not affected by the septic, poisoned wellspring of waters. Cyberfrog is a man's frog. A man's frog. Rager Tarragon says, congrats on $210,000. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, at least these guys. Chuck, I'm really glad to know that you agree with Alex Jones. I think that's pretty good. That is progress. That is progress. Dicks out for the gay frogs. Dicks out for gay frogs. Hashtag dicks out for gay frogs. No, friggin' gay frogs. Hashtag. So let's get a little of that going on while I drink some water. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, you didn't hear it that time. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So dicks out for gay frogs. Chuck Wendig is concerned about it. He blames Trump. He is so wrong. Chuck Wendig says the end. Oh, I wish it was. I wish it was the end, Chuck. And he says, I regret nothing. The end. Now, I'm doing an interview right now. And in the interview, people are saying, hey, not every comic book artist talks about politics. Well, here's one. This is the guy who writes Wonder Woman. He has 45. Oh, it's so funny. It looks kind of like a swastika, and he's got a Ghostbusters symbol through it. He's got a Ghostbusters symbol through the, so it looks like ha ha ha, like I'm against Trump. Thank you, man. That was great. This guy's a writer. This guy's a writer. Let me read this again, and we'll see if this is great. It all comes from a poisoned septic wellspring. And of course, we know what the wellspring is. Sing it with me: toxic masculinity, and abuse of white privilege, and the patriarchy. I don't know how we heal those waters, but I know we don't do it by staying quiet and polite. So again, fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! Big letters. Big letters. Thank you, man. That was great. Now listen, I come here all the time. I come here daily, twice daily, and I give you improvised, off the cuff sermons. Essentially, I tell you what's going on in Star Wars. I tell you what's going on in comics. I tell you what's going on in the world, and it is off the cuff. It's impassioned. I don't believe in writing things down. People say, couldn't you just practice? Couldn't you write things down? No, I won't do that. That's not what I do. This stuff comes straight out of my heart, straight to you. Straight to you guys. And that's just the way I prefer to communicate. Uh, if this ever came out of my mouth, okay, I want you guys to call an ambulance. I want all of you. I'll have Andrea dox us, so you know where my address is and everything. You'll send an ambulance to my house. It means that I've received a head wound, a vicious head wound, and I am no longer able to make any sense. And I'm screaming belligerently. Yeah, a wambulance, a wambulance. Uh, Teleprompter free, Billy. You're right. I don't have the teleprompters. I don't need them. Um, Irune says masculinity can't be toxic. How can a man even suggest it? More masculine, the better. Of course, we love our men. I mean, not in that way, not necessarily. But we love our men. Men should behave like men. Of course they should. Um, oh, Pete says, Ethan, are you wearing your GIMP pads? Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Yeah, I am wearing them. I am, because I started drawing. I'll take them off now. GIMP pad 1. GIMP pad 2. Yeah, so we love our men. No homo, but we love our men. CDs anymore? But this is absolutely gorgeous. Let me just show you. I'll take this out. Unplug. And then plug back in. This out. If you love Elvis, or if you have a passing interest in Elvis, well, this is everything. This is a beautiful CD box set. Okay? Look at this. This is every single, and actually I took some of them out because I was listening to them. This is every single Elvis Presley record, and he made a lot. He made a lot of records. This is his entire career from 1956 to like 1977. I think he might have a posthumous release here, but they're all made to look like the real records. Okay, so if there's an insert, if the original record had an insert in it, the insert is in the CD. So this is the ultimate catalog of Elvis. Like, look at this, King Creole, and like the back looks like the record used to look. They don't look like vinyl. They look like regular CDs. Unfortunately, I wish they actually did look like the records themselves, but played like CDs. This is gorgeous. You know how much this cost? It's just $150. That's all. It was $150 for all of this. I had to get one. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Look at this, Elvis Aloha satellite from Hawaii. Yeah. Where? Amazon. I got it from Amazon.com. Trying to do this with one hand. $150. I mean, it's so cool. I have to listen to all this, and they're numbered. You can see right down here. It's like this is what number is that? Oh, it's number 49. So you can easily just go, oh well, it goes right. Wait, no, it goes right in there, in chronological order of release. I'm listening to these. So I was listening to one of his songs called "I Can Help," and it was probably, all right. Let's mount us back where we are supposed to be. The song "I Can Help," it's in commercials. So I actually knew the song from a couple of TV commercials, like insurance, I think, like that. But it's like, if you've got a problem, don't care what it is. If you need a hand, I can tell you this. I can help. And the whole song is the most masculine song I've ever heard. I listened to it and I went, this is what being a man is all about. And the song is all about, like, saying, he's talking to a woman, And at one point he says, "If your child needs a daddy, I can help." And I'm like, "Yeah." Uh, but listen, that is, yeah, no, not if you got a problem, yo, I'll solve it. That's a different guy. That song is a perfect tribute to what it is to be a man. I mean, it's just like that's what we're here for. We're here to help. Like if you got a leaky faucet, if you know if you need to paint a room, it's like if you need to be somewhere, if you need something, that's what being a man is. And I really admired that song. When I heard that, I just said I like being a man. I'm proud of being a man. I'm proud that I think I'm pretty masculine. I can lisp for you. I mean, if you need me to, but I think I'm pretty masculine. I've seen more masculine guys. I envy them. But I like it. I like being a man. I can't stand other men who say stuff like this. I can't stand that. How could you betray everything that is wonderful about being a man? How could you sell out your gender like this? And just go along with these evil concepts of toxic masculinity and white privilege. How could you go along with that? Where does that get us in society? What happens if all the men become like you, Chuck Wendig? What happens? We all grow beards, whine on the internet, and write terrible Star Wars novels? The penislessness. A penisless society. A penisless society. I mean, it's really terrible. And what do you think? Do you think the lady? This is I go over this all the time. I talk about like what the ladies want. I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing. Some ladies are like, no, no, no. Last night I said, hey, ladies don't want to look at other ladies. Women don't want to look at other women on the movie screen. Women don't really like women. I mean, that's women don't really like other women. That's a weird kind of male concept. And then this one girl said, well, I do. And she said, well, I'm bisexual. I was like, oh, well, I take it back. But most women who aren't looking at women for sexual reasons, don't like other women. They don't want to see them on the screen. They like men. They like real men. That's just what they like. They want to look at Brad Pitt. It's like taking Andrea to go see Ocean's 8. Do you want to go see that great Brad Pitt movie that you liked? But instead it's all like bitches? And her answer is going to be no. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. That's not what I want. I would rather look at Brad Pitt. And then you ask us, do we want to see that? I don't know. Are they in their underpants? They're not. By the way, underpants is the best word ever. And you can use it. Don't say panties. Say underpants. It's funnier. It makes you think of like tighty whities, underpants. Yeah, do you want to see that? No, you don't want to see that. Not unless they're in their underpants. If they're not in their underpants, then no. Don't want to see it? Not really. Not really. It's just not. It's okay. It's just not particularly interesting. We've already seen the movie. So this is bad. This goes down a terrible road. This goes down a terrible road that gets us nowhere. Women don't look at this and go, oh, I like you. Women go, I'm going to leave him alone. That's what they do when they see this. They go, I'll probably leave him alone. I'm an alligator. I'm going to eat him last. Like, I won't attack him. I'm going to go after people like Ethan Van Sciver. He's the one that we have to take down. We have to take down Ethan Van Sciver. Why? Because he doesn't believe in toxic masculinity. He is the patriarchy. Yeah, hell yes, I am. All right. So we get a little politics. Thank you, man. That was great. I don't even know what to say to that. I just go, it was, and then we get a fist bump down here. Hashtag fist bump. These two gentlemen, a limp-wristed fist bump. Very good. And we move over to here. Paul S. Kemp, we discussed him this morning. I don't want even indirect contact. Run back to your fellow neckbeards. By the way, somebody pointed out to me that they could see my reflection in the black, and they're like, we don't need, can you see me now? You can see me now. You can see my head right about here. That's my head in the reflection. Okay. They said, hey, I said, I don't have a neckbeard. They said, we know, we can see your reflection, and it's handsome. I said, thank you. I wasn't going to ask, but thank you. Yeah, too quiet. Stop saying I'm quiet. I'm being loud. I'm being very noisy. Yeah. So this guy's saying, I don't even want to have indirect contact with fans that don't agree with me. Run back to your fellow neckbeards, incels. two hashtags. These two words right here. These two memes mean that he is an SJW. Normal people don't use these words. SJWs use the word incel, and it's meant to suggest that people who are not SJWs probably want to have sex with women, but don't get to have sex with women. It's involuntary. They're celibate, and it's involuntary. Like, I wouldn't be celibate. Like, celibate is a word that implies choice. Like, you're choosing to save yourself. You're choosing to save yourself until the right woman comes along. For me, it's Vanna White. Even at like 70, she looks pretty good. I'm saving myself for Vanna White. She better hurry up because she's 70 years old. And that is why I am celibate. What do you mean, ew? Ew. You don't. I like the way she turns those letters. No, you don't. You don't. Abstinent. Yeah. Abstinence is the better word. It is the better word. You choose to be abstinence. Ethan is talented but attractive. His face is fit for radio. Well, it is. It's fit for everything. It's fit for everything. Thank you, Winston Smith. Appreciate that. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah. So that's the thing. You see people saying incel. I mean, that they're SJWs, or there's someone reacting to an SJW. One of the two. One of the two. Shinto says, I'll bet Vanna is into Fabio. You better believe she is. Every woman's into Fabio. Let's see. Iwazaru says, has anyone told Ethan he looks jacked today, baby? A few people have. A few people have told me I look jacked today, baby. I do appreciate it. I've come to expect it. So anyway, run back to your fellow neckbeards, incels, and whoever it is you hang out with. Probably they don't hang out with anybody if they're incels. You know what I mean? Like, if you have friends, like, you're going to meet some girls eventually. Probably if you're an incel, you don't have any friends. He says, just stay clear of me. And look at his face when he's like, just stay clear of me. And then he says, thanks. And then he says, and fuck you. Now that's, like, I was like, oh, well, you're welcome. And fuck me, what? You know what I mean? Like, that was I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that to come out of the blue here. Yeah, he said, thanks, stay away from me, thanks, and fuck you. By the way, these people, oh, thanks, Booker T. Booker T says, Ethan, you looking real jacked, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you. It is uncalled for. F you, he says. So stay clear of him. And by the way, this is an adult, and this is how he projects himself out to the world. Imagine if this guy is your next door neighbor. How weird would it be if this guy were your next door neighbor and he's saying stuff like this? How weird would it be? And by the way, this is how he would behave all the time, and you know it. This is how he behaves to people. He learned to speak like this from, the internet, The Daily Show. And he thinks this is appropriate and not just satire for actual incels. All right, let's look at super chats. I feel bad about Paul S. Kemp, but not that bad. Let's see. Yeah, Harambe. Let's see. Kevin, thanks for $2. Uses ultra conservative character memeing is point. I don't know what that refers to. Grievous Error, thanks for $1.99. Wendig is pure soy. I think so too. I think he's unfiltered soy. Test levels need a boost now. Okay, so having read these things, what can we do? We need to drink whiskey. Brush Keto says Ethan looks like Ryan Johnson, but at least he isn't a cuck. Well, I don't look like Ryan Johnson. I don't look like Ryan Johnson. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. If you're feeling a little bit, if you're feeling estrogen rush in, after having listened to Paul S. Kemp, absolutely find something to cure that. There's something. What would you do? I guess you could watch a John Wayne movie. That would help. Blue Herring, thank you for Canadian $5. I saw Wendig's Aftermath novels at my library recently. Might take them out just to have a laugh if that's even possible. Well, let me know how it goes. Nick Corvello, thank you for $5. Hey, Uncle Ethan, so happy for your funding success. Will there be a perk of an unsigned copy of Cyberfrog at a lower donation amount in the future? No, there won't be, but there will be eventually, and we're talking like March. These will be on the shelves of comic book stores, unless I'm sabotaged by weirdos. I could be sabotaged by weirdos. So don't count on this. But I'm gonna solicit it through Diamond. I'm gonna try to get these on the shelves of comic book stores. There are weirdos in this business who will probably try to get in between me and them. That's why we have zero pipeline marketing planned. I don't anticipate any problems, but you should be able to get an unsigned, just regular copy at a lower price by then, eventually. Tony Clark, thank you for 10 euros. Cuck Shendig has no regrets. He loves to live his life one pie at a time. Me too. I would love a pie right now. He traded his balls for knee pads a long time ago. He needed to keep his blue milk receptacle closed. Oh my God. Oh, it's terrible. Adam, thank you for $5. If masculinity is toxic, I'm one of the four horsemen. Hell yeah. Love women, but men should be men. That's correct. Men need to be men. John Ralph, thanks for $10. Does Chuck think if Hillary was pres, then everybody would have liked his books and Solo would have been a big success? I think he has multiple screws loose. They all think that. They just need to feel like they're in control. And right now, they don't feel like they're in control. They're lashing out. They're just lashing out left and right. All liberals right now, not liberals, but all SJWs and some liberals, basically right now are the equivalent of the kid on the playground who is trying to kick your ass by closing his eyes, windmilling his arms, and just walking forwards. And that is what SJWs are doing right now. And don't get hit. I mean, they listen, you're just sitting there trying to do your thing, and these idiots they're all windmilling their arms at once and walking forward. So eventually you're going to get socked. Be careful, though. Try to be careful. You don't want to be hit by this man's fist. Not at all. Ouch. Ouch. United Soviet 2. Oh, we're going to turn it over to the Russians. We're turning America over to the Russians right now. Thanks for $5. They sell out because they think they can get laid. This guys have no game or can't score as well as get laid. That is correct. They're hoping that this is the way. And this isn't the way, guys. I know it seems like it's the way by rolling over and showing your belly or trying to make women think that you're a nice guy who isn't interested. That isn't the way. Always approach a woman. First, just make sure that she might possibly be interested in you. Don't do this to just any random woman. But always let a woman know. Always let her know. Say, I'm interested. Not in those words either. But yeah, absolutely let him know. Say, I'm a sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm definitely interested in being with you. And that's it. Don't say, I want to be your friend and maybe it'll become something later. No, it's not. Women don't like that. Women don't like that. Women want to know. And if you're like that, if you're direct and if you are honest and upfront, but also kind of like sure of yourself, that's what it is. Self-assuredness, you will do very, very well with the ladies. You will. Yeah. And the ladies will tell you that. I mean, they might not tell you that, but, they'll tell you that. It just depends on how attractive you are as well. But I'm telling you, that kind of directness actually works really well. Marietta, thank you for 10 euros. Hi, Uncle Ethan. Have you secured your Star Wars Celebration tickets? 5-day tickets are sold out. Limited amount of 1-day tickets remain. I want to see my cousins in Chicago get them quickly. Well, I will, or I'll just get them from StubHub. I'm not concerned about it. And probably I know people there who could get me tickets. You have to remember, I'm a famous comic book artist. I know it's shocking. I know it's like weird. You guys don't, and it sounds like bragging, but it's not. It's true. I am. I'm a famous comic book artist. I can probably get tickets. Mark C, thank you for $5. I do appreciate you. Greg Rucka does not fear selling out men, but with all the piercings in his head, he is afraid of a magnet. Does Greg Rucka have piercings in his head? I haven't seen him in a while. Break All Day, thanks for $2. Salamandroid looks awesome. Needs to be a poster. Well, we're working on that. We're working on that. Doremicon blog, thank you for $2. Separated at birth. Enjoy Elvis. DM being a man. So you like Elvis too? Are you my Elvis brother? I love Elvis. I'm gonna get in my car and drive to Graceland. I told Andrea it'll take 14 hours, but let's just get in the car and drive down there, get some barbecue, just hang out on Beale Street. Oh my God, would that be cool? That's what I want to do right now. Right now, I want to get in the car right now. And by the way, I would just live stream from Graceland. We would walk through the. I'd be like, hey, this is how can I make this into something Star Wars? I guess I can't really, but let's make it into Elvis. We'll change this channel into an Elvis channel for a few days, and we will go to Graceland and we will see Elvis's grave. We'll kneel before it like I do, and it'll be great. The Buzz General, thanks for $5. Ethan, I can't wait for Cyberpunk. How's it coming? Is the script done? I got it 2-month-old. Best thing ever happened to me. Advice on raising a girl. The script isn't done. I'm working on this Marvel style. In other words, I have the plot outline. The script will be added after the art is done. It's kind of going to be this sort of. I have since I don't have to work with anybody. I'm just working with me. I know the story. I'm going to tell the story, and then I'm going to work the dialogue in after the images are already created. Got a 2-month-old. Congratulations. Yeah, advice on raising a girl. Don't ask me. This is my first one. She, boy, she's just starting to become a daddy's girl. At age 2.5, she's now, when she wraps her arms around my neck, she squeezes hard. She gives me huggies, and they're like tight squeezes, and it's the best thing in the world. It is really, really great. And up until then, she would just kind of hang in your arms and just hang on to you. But now she hugs you tight, and it's cool. Rhino4563, thanks for $2. Is Uncle Paul? Wait, Uncle, is Paul a pussyfooter? He might be a pussyfooter. Yeah, that is the thing. Don't pussyfoot around. He might be a pussyfooter. He might be somebody who just kind of insinuates himself, like slippery, like how does he do with women? Does he like slide up to women and just sort of be an eel in their life? You know what I mean? And just be this slimy thing, this character that's around scowling at you, telling you that he's a good guy, until he finally asks you for a date, and then you're like, ew, I don't want to date you. You're just this dude I know. That could be him. I don't know him though. I don't know him. I'm just taking a guess. And, he could be a pussyfooter. Kendall Navstar, thank you for $2. Shinto Ketchup says he's a mollycoddled Nancy boy. Yes, he is, and a moon calf. You better believe it. Absolutely. And a four flusher. I like the word four flusher too. Yeah, can Ava beat up 12-year-olds yet? That's the thing. Like, if she could, I would definitely put her in the movies. I mean, women can do anything that men can do. Little girls can beat up adults. I would think at age 2, Ava could probably, like, jump kick, I don't know, a ninja? Or maybe just a 12-year-old. But I don't know. But anyway, she could beat up boys, of course. Of course she can. Women can do anything. Uh, Where are we here? Oh, Kendall Navstar. Hello, my black friend. $2. Women cost too much. I only have to do droids. That is true. Yeah, just do droids. Women do cost too much. You can just shut a droid down if it mouths off. So that is true. And they're purchasable, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. The whole thing is weird. How is that okay? How is it okay to talk about sex robots? How is that all right? It's weird, man. It's a weird kind of circumvention of like, permission. What's the word I'm looking for that they talk about when it comes to, man, that's the thing. I always forget words that I need. Consent. Yeah, it's a weird kind of circumvention of consent. You do want, yeah. You don't look for ways to get around consent. Don't look for ways to imitate rape. Just be nice to women. And by nice, I don't mean a pussyfooter. I mean just be a man, but be a gentleman. Joey R75, thanks for $4.99 because Booker T is a real ass dude. He is. Kendall Navstar, thanks for $2. Idea for a shirt: break the mouse. Whoa, that would be kind of cool. Yeah, like that's a real anti-Disney shirt. That would make people upset. If I were selling Break the Mouse T-shirts and people were wearing them at Disney World, we would get all kinds of videos made. About how we're hurting the world. Justin Ward, thank you for Canadian $2. Kemp's Lord of the Siths, Lords of Sith was actually pretty cool. He thanks you for that, but get the fuck away from him. Or no, fuck you. So that's what he says to you in return. Alex Court, thank you for $1.99. Is your Cyberfrog action figure the prototype? No, sir. That is This was a prototype for a line of toys that was going to come out in the 1990s. I still have my Cyberfrog, and Playmates Toys was going to make this. He looks different now. Like, I draw him differently than I drew him back then. So I wouldn't even want to put that thing into production. I'd want to make one that looks like the way I draw him now. GR People, thanks for $2. But what about a stranger? Yeah. What about a stranger? You have to be nice to strangers. Lancer 737, thanks for $5. Did you like my Empress Luna picture on Twitter? Of course I did. I thought it was really good, Lancer. Really nice. I think Disney is on Chuck's side as they let all these writers attack us. I don't think they fired KK. Well, Disney's definitely on their side. Well, no, Disney isn't, but Lucasfilm is. His little, yeah, like his friends, they're all together. Disney is going to wise up eventually. They have to and fire these clowns. Michael Kuselin, thanks for $5. Talk hard. I'll put more money in super chat if you keep that reference. Talk hard. Hard. Is that what you mean? Keep it up. The hunky chunky funky monkey, thanks for £5. I can't grasp how any of these guys think these kind of schoolyard bully tactics are a good idea. And I'm an incel, for cause I'm disabled. Paul, you bigot. All right, so that is Paul. Some people who actually are incels are unable, like they would like to have sex, they cannot because not because they're not attractive, they're disabled. So fuck you and fuck you, Paul S. Kemp. How dare you? Devin Echeverria. Devin Echeverria. Thanks for a $2 donation. That's very kind of you. Cray Cray in real life. Thank you for $4.99. I am a pancel. Even my toaster rejected me. Oh my God. Colin Robertson, thanks for £10. Ethan, I've already backed the Cyberfrog campaign, but would like to put a little more into it. Can we have a $15 or $25 option for a pack of 5 exclusive prints? There just aren't plans for that right now, Colin. I would like to do a couple more tiers, but not a smaller tier right now. Not a smaller tier. I mean, there's a $25 option right now to buy another copy of the book. But let me think about it. Let me think about it. It's an interesting idea. Jen Rasmussen, thank you for DKK $50. Hello from Denmark. Just found your channel. Love it. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you, Jen, and welcome. Welcome to this channel. Comic Artist Pro Secrets. We love you. Johnny Dollar, thanks for $2. You just wanted to say pussyfoot with like 4 exclamation points. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Steve Dye, thank you for $5. Elvis's cover of Big Mama Thornton's Pussyfootin' was amazing for reals. The latest HBO doc on Presley is really, really good. Creative process rocks. I liked it. Yeah, that was called the not The Stranger. What was it called? The Wanderer? I don't know. Well, it couldn't have been called The Wanderer. I didn't buy it. I watched the first half. I didn't watch the second half yet. And I need all my The Searcher. Of course, it's The Searcher. Okay. Let's see. Eric Brand, thank you for $2. Better not be porn shirt. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I've got a good design for it. Devin Echeverria, thank you for $5. I want to order Blood Honey, but I might move. Is there a way to change the address after I order? Yes, you can always go back in and you can alter your address. You can always cancel your order, go for a smaller or larger tier. You can always go in there and fix things. And I know people are doing it because I get messages every time somebody does in my email that says so-and-so changed their address information or something like that. Actually, they don't tell me who did it. They just said one of your backers changed their mailing information. So you'll have plenty of time to do that. Don't worry. Simon Oliver, thank you for Canadian $2. Drinks can no longer consent when drunk. Yeah, that is true, I guess. GR people, thanks for Canadian $5. Did you hear about Captain Marvel's Brie Larson saying she doesn't care what white 40-year-old males think? No, I didn't know that. But look, this is all going down a very bad place. This is not the path to success. This is this hatefulness, and it's just hateful. You read that and you go, well, why? Well, maybe, or why say that? Like, even if that's how you feel, like, do I care what Brie Larson thinks? No, not at all. Why? Because she's a frumpy woman. I don't care. Like, I don't care what she has to say or think. She's a weirdo feminist. But I'll never say that. I'll never say that out loud. I will never say that I don't care what she thinks. Because, she, to me, is another potential customer. Maybe not. She's never going to buy Cyberfrog from her. But she might. She might. So you want to just kind of leave it open and just not say every prejudiced, bigoted thing that comes into your head? These people can't do that. They all want to say prejudiced, bigoted things all the time. They just want to vent hatred. They want to talk about Trump. They want to blame Trump for the misery of their lives. It's a waste of time. It's toxic. Like that is legitimately toxic. That is what the word toxic means. To just always just open your mouth and just say like just write off like a whole group of people. I don't care what 40-year-old white males think. Well, that's wonderful. But you know, honey, you made a movie that probably mostly white 40-year-old males are gonna think are gonna go see. Supposedly, that is your audience. I know you want a different audience, but it just doesn't exist. Not in America. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to care, and I'll try to care too. Tony Clark, thank you for 20 euros. Thank you. Paul SJW Pimp wants fans to make soy boy money on the streets. Soy low bombed. He should keep his blue milk receptacle shut. Take that KK the Hut strap on, talking like an SJW Henson puppet, Disney cartel, aka Trash Money Records. Word is bond. Mule, thank you for $5. Mule 1066. Thank you for $5. Cyberfrog, Aliens Connection. Ripley fought aliens and has an orphan named Rebecca, whose nickname is Newt, and newts are related to salamanders. Interesting, interesting. I have to think about that. I would love to do an aliens crossover with Cyberfrog. Can you imagine how cool that would look? Damn, that would be cool. Eric Brand, thank you for $2. Back to Ravage because I trust your judgment. Well, you know, listen, I haven't read it, but it looks pretty cool. And Chuck Dixon is always good. He's always good. Skid Racket, thank you for $5. It's Friday. Let's celebrate. Raise your beer. Ethan and chat is looking real jack, baby. Congrats. Let's go get the Indiegogo hired. Dank vibes. Yeah, the Indiegogo Cyberfrog Blood Honey link is in the description. If you have not yet donated, if you would like to donate by buying a copy of Cyberfrog Blood Honey, #1, one of 4. We're gonna do 3 more books after this. So don't miss out. You know, you're definitely going to want to get yours. You're going to want to get the shiny copy, not the flat regular copy that probably is going to be available in comic shops. You want to get the shiny chromium edition that's only available through Indiegogo. So you know the link is in the description. Please do that. We'll talk about it when it comes out. It is exciting. Justin Ward again. Thank you for Canadian $2. Anyone who spells Ryan with an I is undeniably soy. It is kind of girly. Like if you had a girl and you wanted to name her Ryan, it would be with an I. Kendall Navstar, hello. Thanks for $2. I don't find Skrulls attractive. My choice. All right, that's true. And she is a Skrull, isn't she? Or is she gonna be? You're allowed to. You know what? You're allowed to just say I don't like Skrulls. I don't like them. I don't find them sexy. That's not what I want to date. You're allowed to. You have every right to do that. Every right. Nobody should tell you otherwise. GRP poll, thanks for Canadian $2. How do we buy issues 2, 3, and 4? We're going to do more. They're going to come out over the course of the next 2 years. So this year we're going to do Blood Honey. As soon as Blood Honey is finished, and that means as soon as the artwork is done and it's off to the printer, I'm going to run an Indiegogo campaign for Rainbow Brute #1. And Rainbow Brute will be exactly the same situation. A 48-page book. You'll be able to buy in at $25. Maybe there'll be an ash can. I don't really know. I don't know what the extras will be with Rainbow Brute. And when that is done, we will go ahead and begin funding Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. That's Cyberfrog #2. And so that'll probably be, we're probably looking at like February-ish. I don't know. I don't really know. But yeah, Rainbow Brute is a big deal. Of course, he features all of the masculine characters that we've created. It's going to have My Girthy Pony. It will have, it might have Eyebrow in it. It might have Eyebrow. Might have Hera. All of the characters that we made up. But yeah, that will be right after this is finished. Right after the art is done, colored, and at the printer, immediately Indiegogo for Rainbow Brute. I want to get these books out so that we're doing 2, maybe 3 books a year. 2 or 3 books a year. Thick books that you'll be able to read. I'm gonna maybe even have a bookmark that comes with these books so that you can actually, it might take 2 sittings to read these. People want Bro White to be in the book. Yeah, Bro White might be in the book. He might be in the book. Yeah, everybody likes Bro White. They didn't even know Bro White existed. I showed them Bro White, and they said, "Oh my God, that changed everything." That changed everything. Michael Dwayne, thank you for $5. Was Kylo jealous when Luke milked Lena Dunham in The Last Jedi? I think probably, yeah. I think that's probably why Luke did it. Luke wanted to cuck Kylo. Skid Racket, thank you for $5. After Cyberfrog wrecked planet, and wrecked is spelled R-E-K-T. Internet wrecked. After Cyberfrog wrecked planet, can you do Bro White? Then do Cyberfrog 3. You want me to actually do the story of Bro White? You would like to buy a storybook called Bro White and the Seven Dwarves? I could do it. I mean, if enough people want, we'll see how Rainbow Bright does or Rainbow Brute does. If you guys actually want to crowdfund Bro White, I mean, again, this is called, what is this? What am I doing here? Oh, here I'm at 233, 210. Wait, that's not what I wanted though. Hang on a second. Let's go back here. Oh, here it is. They out there hating while we over here making $210,000 in 2 weeks by being what? Solicitous and kind to the fan base. Thanks very much, Ribbit. In other words, you guys make the rules. And if what you guys are telling me is we want Bro White, we want that to come after Cyberfrog 2, and that's what you guys want. I'm here to make product that you want and earn your money. So you bet. If you want a Bro White book, we will do it. If you want a My Girthy Pony book, My Girthy Stallion book, we would do it. Absolutely. It'll be up to you guys. It will be totally up to you guys. Well, Rainbow Brute is next. Elric, Rainbow Brute is definitely coming out. That is in the air. We're going to do that right after this one. That will be the next book that we do. So, yeah. Very, very excited. Very happy to produce books that you guys want. And the thing is, it's like, it's up to us. I mean, this is the thing about working independent. I mean, I have you guys for a crowd. You know, I speak to 61,000 right now, only 61,000, but that's still a lot. 61,000 people on YouTube. I will produce the product, the t-shirts, the books that you guys want to read and wear, and that'll always be that way. It'll always be that way. I do appreciate you guys very much. All right, let's just double check and see where we're at. Did we hit 211 yet? No. Okay, so we're at $210,000, $829. So we're about $171 away from hitting $211,000. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it's happening so fast. Let's see here. Where did I leave off? Okay. Custom Songmaker, thanks for $5. GameStop is going to sell comics, which means Moose will be back in the industry. Oh, that's exciting. That is exciting. And a good way to look at it. Josh, the Amazing Animator, thanks for Canadian $2. No bros, Tico? Probably not for a comic book. No, I can't. I don't know how I would make that work. I don't have the story. I have the story for everything else. I don't have the story for that. Ollie Mills, thank you for £5. Will you consider doing a high-resolution, widescreen desktop wallpaper of Cyberpunk and Salamandroid, similar to the one on Indiegogo? Yeah. Maybe that could be, like, maybe I could sell that for $5 or something like that. Like, you can back it and get, I don't know how that works. But that might be interesting. GR Peephole, thank you for Canadian $2. Bro White and the Seven Wolves. Whoa. Mark C, thanks for $2. Bro White and the Sexy Dwarves. They're not sexy at all. If you'd seen them, they're not sexy. They look like moms. They all look like chubby moms. King Eric the 15th, thank you for SEK 50. Wrecked Planet, the story of Ryan Johnson's head. Yeah, absolutely. Anth 1984 Trey, thank you for $2. Bro White and the Seven Midgets, not dwarves. Yeah, but you know what? Andrea got mad. She said, "Don't call them midgets. That's not nice." I said, "But some words just aren't nice." And it's, you know, it's very strange. It's like, what's wrong with the word midgets? No, you don't say it. You don't say it. That's not what they want to be called. All right. That's not what they want to be called. Justin Ward, thank you for Canadian $2. Watch Red Letter Media's newest vid. It's hilarious. I will. I watched one of their videos and it was okay. You know, it was all right. Cyberfrog fan says, Ethan, are you ever going to introduce other heroes as well as Cyberfrog in his universe? Yeah, quite possibly. Quite possibly. We have some ideas. Absolutely. Well, when are we going to call them hobbits? I don't think we should ever call them hobbits either. Definitely not. Definitely not. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys, I think we're coming up on an hour now. Kendall Navstar, thanks for $2. Make a comic about a black Republican president. Oh my God, that would be so cool. Well, we almost had one. We almost had a black Republican president, but then Trump came out of the woodwork, and, you know, that was the end of that. It could happen. Thank you guys very much. And I will probably come back and see you tonight. Tonight at 9 o'clock. I mean, that is our usual time. Well, I mean, I don't want to stay on too long. I don't want to keep you guys. I talk to you guys for about an hour in the afternoon mostly, and then we get together at night at 9, and we can go as late as you want at 9. Sometimes we go 2 hours at 9 o'clock. So, songs, I don't know. People leave when I play songs. We've got 1,223 people here. If I go over and play a piano song, people are going to leave. And that is the thing. So we don't want to go, we don't want to play piano when people, well, I don't know, maybe we do. Do we want to do it? All right, let's go sing one song. We'll sing one song. Just fine. I don't mind doing this. I don't mind singing. All right. Okay, I think I remember it. It's Jesus versus Chuck Norris, and Jesus is gonna lose, 'cause Chuck's got a brontosaurus, and Jesus forgot his shoes. But you can't tell the trees from the forest. Kung fu with the king of the Jews. It's Jesus versus Chuck Norris, and Jesus is gonna lose. Now Jesus demands a rematch, but Chuck is gonna refuse, 'cause Chuck isn't anyone's biatch. And something, I can't remember. I don't remember the song, who knows? It's not blasphemous. This song is called The Funeral Crashers. Eulogy's over, the mourners have gone, their weeping and tired nerves. I didn't know you, but when a funeral's on, I come for the hors d'oeuvres. And I don't know if you're in heaven now, looking down on us today. But if ghosts are real and you are here, there's something I wanna say. That you look sexy in your coffin, you look like Sarah McLachlan. You look sexy in your coffin, so rest in peace. Jump, jump, the Mac Dad'll make you jump, jump, Daddy Mac'll make you jump, jump, Mac Dad'll make you jump, 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 Mac Dad'll make you jump, jump, Daddy Mac'll make you jump, jump, Crisscross is gonna jump, jump. Don't try to compare us to another bad little fad, cause I'm the Mac and I'm back, giving you something that you never had. I'll make you jump, jump, wiggle and shake your rump, cause I'll be kicking the flavor that makes you wanna jump. How high? Real high, cause I'm just so fly. A young, huggable, lovable type of guy. And everything is to the back with a little slack, cause inside out is wiggity, wiggity, wiggity whack. I come a stomping with something to keep you jumping. R&B, ADD, bullcrap is what I'm dumping. So don't be talking about crisscross, we all that. So when they ask, do I rock, say believe that. Jump, jump, Mac Dad'll make you jump, jump. Daddy Mac will make you jump, jump. Mac Dad'll make you jump, jump. Jump, jump. The Mac Dad'll make you jump, jump. Daddy Mac will make you jump, jump. Oh my God, they're gonna make you jump. Thanks, guys. See you tonight at 9.